the recorder. So.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Back at it again. We're trying to bring you guys a live stream, but last time it didn't work, so this time it's gonna be different.
I don't know how to tell if someone's watching.
One
viewer!
Yeah!
Is that us?
That
Do we count as
might be
viewers?
us. Or my dad, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's watching.
Your dad's probably the only one smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't feel like...
You hear that, Dad? You're smart.
What if it's like my mom?
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, I forgot to add a title.
You got 40 seconds. Go.
2Knights. Live.
Good start.
Liba. Live. Cast. What is today? The 23rd?
23rd.
This is just what we're gonna do.
My dad said open mic, bro. Whatever that means. I think he means
Well, we're about to start.
Okay.
But it's not pretty good yet, so technically we're not on. Oh, now it's sleeping. Alright.
Alright, let's get it started. Yes, hello again, everybody.
I know, that was actually pretty good.
That was good.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
That was awesome. Alright, so, we have 3 viewers on the live cast. Alright, so, apparently some of you guys have figured out how to use this Ustream thing. Hopefully we'll be getting more viewers as the days and weeks go on. But, you know who we are already. We need no introduction. This is 2Knights in the afternoon. Apparently the music is still playing.
Oh.
I don't hear it.
I don't
Oh,
hear
maybe he means this music. Oh, crap. Did we? Oh, man. Alright. Well, whatever that was, like Bob something just ruined.
Is it still on? Because we didn't hear it through our phones.
Just ruined the car's sweet opening, though.
Yeah, it sounded really good through our earphones, so that's really unfortunate.
And it sounded really good on the video cast, so if you guys are watching the video cast right now.
Hold on, people of the video cast. I am going to see if I can figure out how you guys comment.
So while she's figuring that out, we are 2Knights in the afternoon, broadcasting from WNSC Studios in the beautiful campus of UCF, Florida. You can call us at 407-823-4151. 407-823-4151. That is our phone number. You can call us. You can talk to us about anything you want to. Like volleyball, for instance, because today, or tonight rather, easy there, we are going to have our first volleyball game as the Alanis Moore sets.
Yes.
So,
which is perfect timing because I'm sick as a dog.
You sound terrible.
Do I sound this bad on air right now? Like, if you could tell me...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Anyone out there? If you can figure out... I posted a chat feature, and if it works, tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how horrible I sound on it.
10 being the worst.
Yes.
10 being the worst. Alright. Yeah, so we have our first volleyball game, so a little nervous about that, but looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. Let's see, we got some trivia questions for you guys. First, couple baseball questions. Babe Ruth played for the Red Sox before playing for the Yankees, but he played for a team before playing for the Red Sox. What was that team? And also, which baseball team incited the now infamous disco demolition of 1979? That was when they took all their disco vinyl records out onto the field and stomped on them and set them on fire, which sounds awesome nowadays. I would go to a Marlins game if they did a disco demolition night, but alas, a man can dream. So if you have the answer to either of those trivia questions, you can call us at 407-823-4151. You can comment on the WNSC website, Or you can comment on the live stream. We just picked up another viewer. We got 4 now.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this chat thing. I'm trying to send something. If anyone sees what I have said, also let me know.
Yeah.
If the chat is working, let me know. I'm obviously, if it's working, I'll be able to see it. If it's not working, I'm trying to get on the wnsc.caster.fm via my mobile device.
Mobile device, yes.
Since my usual device I'm using to shoot us right now. My mom says I'm not getting video.
That's not good.
You're hearing audio, but you're not getting video?
That could be a you problem right there. That could be like her computer.
Yeah, is anyone else having that problem? Is your dad having that problem?
Not. He seems pretty excited based on his text messages, so, I don't
Wait,
know.
there's a bubble! There's a bubble!
What are we doing?
There's a bubble
There's
that
a bubble.
my mom is typing.
Alright, my dad said he sees us, so.
Hi.
What's it gonna be like
hi,
when
Kurt.
we're in our like 30s and we're working for some big organization
And someone finds this?
or we just keep texting our parents like, hey, Mom, can you see us right now?
Oh, I'm just thinking like, what if we like make it big and then like that one little weasel is like trying to find dirt on us and then he finds this and he's like, why does one of them look like they're going to a ball and the other one look like they live in a dumpster?
Yeah. Oh, I'm dressed up today. I had a speech today on how to throw a football properly. See that? I'm holding a football right now. Also, we lost a viewer just now. We went from 5 to 4.
No, we're at 5.
Oh, we're at 5 now again. Here, check it out, guys. Wearing suspenders and a shirt and these nice pants. Real nice. So anyway, back to 4 again. Okay.
I think my mom is really trying to fiddle this thing.
All right. Well, that's fine. Yeah. So we're streaming live right now on Ustream. So if you're anywhere near a computer or a mobile device and you have access to the internet, check us out. We posted the link to our Ustream account on our Facebook account and both of our Facebook pages. So you have no excuse for not finding our live stream right now.
And if you guys had to sign in via Facebook, let me know. If you didn't, that would be awesome. If people can just like get on here and watch this stuff without having to be a member, that would be nice.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out the.
My family obviously has no idea how to use computers, as evident. So it'd be great if they did not have to sign in and go through all that rigmarole.
Rigmarole.
Is that a word?
I don't know.
I say that all the time, but everyone's always like, what are you saying? You can't speak.
They say that a lot, don't they?
Yes.
That's upsetting. I understand what you're trying to say. Here, you want to plug this in? Good lord. You want to plug this in for me real quick?
Yeah, okay. So the chat obviously is working on our usual format. I have that up on my phone.
Yes, and you can also contact us via our Facebook page. So.
Yes, I will not be checking that out.
No, but I will. I promise. Okay, guys, so a little bit of serious news to talk about right now. Chris Bosh, he's a forward for the Miami Heat, for the uninitiated, and he's been dealing with some health issues right now, as we talked about last week. We touched on that a little bit, and he's out right now with a calf injury, quote unquote. He hasn't officially come out and said anything yet, nor have any of the Heat officials said anything. But it's looking like he's got the same blood clots in his legs that he had when he had to take an extended leave of absence last year. And he's only 31 years old, which is kind of depressing because you hear about all these guys who retired in their prime and stuff, and I still think Chris Bosh has plenty of basketball left in him. Which is sad, and especially as a Heat fan. I know even if you're not a Heat fan, you should feel bad for Chris Bosh because he's a great player and he's an even better person. But I wish him all the best. And I was just thinking about it. How often does this happen where somebody who's playing a sport at a very high level in their prime has been kind of cut down due to a serious injury? Like, do you remember any of your Cowboys or anybody from any of your teams?
Well, I remember last year with the whole Eric Berry situation.
Right, exactly.
And he had like lymphoma or something.
Mm-hmm.
he had a mass in his chest, and he was out all last year. But he's come back. That's the most recent thing that I can remember, where it was just terrible. Yeah, no, I can't remember anything like that. I mean, you always have people tearing their ACLs, but at least you can come back from that.
Right, exactly.
These health issues, like sicknesses and like serious, like life-threatening health issues, they are they're scary, and I don't know. It seems to always affect people. I mean, there's never a good time for this sort of thing, but it seems to always hit the people when they're like at their height, when they're the most relevant.
Yeah. So. I feel like, and obviously neither of us were alive at this point, but Pistol Pete, he kind of had to quit playing basketball because of health issues, and it ended up taking his life at a really young age. So, and we're not insinuating anything here about Bosch and whether or not this is life-threatening, but if this does end up being the blood clot issue that he was dealing with last year, there's a good chance he's going to have to retire, because all of that air travel is very detrimental to what's going on with him right now, with the changes in pressure and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's sad, especially from a Heat fan such as myself. He's always been one of my favorite players, but ever since he came to the Heat, obviously that's really elevated him in my personal opinion. So we just want to wish him all the best, and I guess we'll just continue to plug along. Heat fans, that is, continue to plug along without our man, Chris Bosh, and we wish him nothing but the best. In other news, we are quickly approaching spring training. The pitchers and catchers have reported. Oh, hello.
Okay, now you're going to see how I actually do this.
Okay. So she takes the phone off the hook. She presses program. She flips it up. That's this button right here. And then, hang in there, buddy. Hello, you're on with 2Knights. What do you got for us?
Hello.
Oh, hello. Ah, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Of course. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, you have insider knowledge on this?
Yes, yes. Okay, well, we wouldn't want that. Right.
No. No, I
Can't
have
say
not.
that I have, no.
Well.
Oh, good year.
I was not around.
Oh,
Yes,
definitely.
unfortunately.
Yes.
Oh, Janine Turner.
Also a good dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Obviously. Yes.
Oh,
okay.
we've heard.
Yes, we are. Yes. Yes. Where are you going with this? Yes.
Great movie. Excellent director.
We know what all of that is. Yes,
Definitely.
yes.
Teams can build their own.
Family atmosphere. Yes. Yes, obviously. Oh.
Whoa. Bold. Very bold.
Oh, we're going by that? Oh. Yes.
Right, of course.
Yes.
I do see.
Yes. 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 Oh, yes. Also has a very famous brother. Yes. You mean Tony?
Oh, yes, little black. Oh, we know what you mean.
We don't. Yes. You've lost yourself there.
Wow, yeah. Yeah.
She's engaged. Yes, you're right. In this day and age. Yes. I guess you're right. Okay.
Alright.
That's a very odd take you have
Alright,
there.
thank you. I didn't even hear his name, really.
I forgot his name because I just was so, like, I have never heard that take before in this situation. Like, and by the way, if you can't hear it through the speakers because for some reason the phone doesn't go through the speakers, just tune it up to the station.
Yeah, kind of, what's the word we're looking for? Like a simulcast, and hopefully it'll be on par with. I think we're matching listeners right now in terms of views and listeners. So that means, I guess, that you guys kind of figured this thing out a little bit.
I hope so. But I think whatever his name is, Mr. Monotone, obsessed.
Texas.
Yes, obsessed with wags. I think he brings up a good point that we're actually going to talk about, and I think we should talk about it now since it kind of flows right in.
All right, let's do it.
Johnny Manziel and Robert Griffin III Robert Griffin III has been officially released by the Redskins.
Yep.
And Johnny Manziel has been unofficially released by the Browns since like the last game of the season. So they're both going to be unrestricted free agents right now. So we're going to talk about where we think they're going to go.
Landing spots.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Go right ahead.
Okay. Well, I think everybody is going to say this. The obvious for either is either the obvious choice that everyone seems to think ever since like midway through the season, is they're both talked about going to the Cowboys because the Cowboys, if you watched last season, did not have a good backup that was reliable or a person in general. I don't think they were actually
ended up
people.
being detrimental to their to their season.
Yes, so they need someone young, preferably because Tony Romo's getting old. We need someone who's young and
oh wow! All right, we got another one. Oh no! Hold on 1 second. Okay. Cannot.
Oh, we're getting a lot of reverb from whoever this is. I hear us.
Yeah, I hear us in the background. I can barely hear it, though.
I'm gonna have to hang up on whoever this is and... okay.
Hello.
Is this Sydney Taseo?
Oh, okay. Well, could have fooled us.
I think it's wonderful that I am able to know that it's you by one word. You are on the radio, but you are not on the simulcast that we're doing. You're not on the video because you're not here. Just in case you were confused. Well, this is the perfect place to do that, Sydney. The Magic Mavericks game, the one that we all attended, but I didn't see you there? Yes, Mark Cuban was there. Do you know why he was there, Sydney?
There you go.
Good. I was wondering if you actually knew that he was the owner, or if you just thought he was like from Shark Tank and he was just hanging out. Yeah, he does drop that a lot. He name drops a lot. So what do you...
All right, well that's good.
That was impressive, Sydney. You should take my spot. You need to take my spot. Drive over here, throw me out of this room, put me in the garbage where I belong, and take my spot.
Right, yeah. All right, cool. Thank you,
Sydney. Hope to see you soon. Alright, we're hanging up on you. Goodbye, Sydney.
Hope to say you soon.
Oh.
Alright, I'll never do that again.
That was really nice that we finally got somebody, a female.
Yes, a female.
We have a lot of male callers. A lot of male callers got the same kind of tone to their voice.
Like very throatal.
Yes. Yeah. We have a lot of that. We never have, we haven't really had a female caller yet. But I want to get back to what I was saying so that I can kind of teach Sydney a little
really
bit
quick. Bernie Kosar, who spelled his name wrong, by the way, so that might mean that he's been hitting the sauce a little bit, says that, I'll say it for the caller from Texas, Johnny Manziel is a punk. And that's coming from a Cleveland legend He's very much revered.
He's
up
probably
there
the best quarterback they've had
on the lake shore of Lake Erie. So, good guy, Bernie Kosar. Good to see that he's still alive and kicking. So
he can use a radio.
Yeah, that's great actually. Yeah. Yeah, go on. What were you saying?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where I was, but oh yeah. So both of these quarterbacks, everyone's talking about how it's gonna be which one Dallas wants more, because if you think about it, they are both Texan-grown kids. Both went to college in Texas. Both Heisman winners from Texas, Texas universities, and I think both of them probably grew up dreaming to be the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately,
Definitely.
one of them had to go to the worst team in the whole NFL, being the Redskins.
Oh, I was. You literally could have just. They're interchangeable at this point.
Yes, but to me, I don't.
Well, you hate the Redskins.
Yes, and
so.
if I was RG3 and I grew up in Texas, I would have wanted to get horribly injured a bunch of times until they released me too. Anyways,
good enough.
So yeah, they're both probably really wanting to. I still have this weird conspiracy theory that Manziel's kind of acting out and crazy sort of, I don't know, gestures that he's been doing.
Just debaucherous behavior.
Yeah, it's half because he's crazy, and second because I think the Browns made him crazy. I think that he never wanted to be there. He always wanted to be with the Cowboys, and when the Cowboys didn't take him in the 2013 draft, I think, or 2014. When was I in Maryland? I was in Maryland. Okay. Yeah, the 2014 draft, I think that crushed him, and ever since then, he's just not wanting to be there. And his actions are in direct correlation with him not wanting to be there and wanting to be back in Texas. So I think he would benefit most by being on the Cowboys, because I think he wants to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to be there and you want to succeed, it's different than being forced to be there and forced to succeed. And
right.
I think that Jason Garrett is a more veteran coach who can kind of get through to players. I think he's really good at that kind of thing. And obviously Tony Romo, having someone there who is just an awesome role model, and having these big time Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Roger Staubach, all these great players with just doing great things within the society. I think having them there would also benefit him, and he'd want to succeed, because the Cowboys are just so legendary, and the Browns aren't as legendary, so they don't have as much help. But that's beside my point. But I did have to get that out.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes you just have to get these things out. Because they build up inside and you just want to scream at people sometimes. But anyway, so where do I think they're going to go? I think that they're both gunning for the Cowboys. Who would I want more? At this point, I don't know, because RG3 is, he's been injured for 2 whole seasons. Yeah. He's 2 seasons away from his Rookie of the Year season. And Johnny Manziel's crazy. So I don't know, but yeah, that's going to be the team that everyone's talking about, because it's either they take those players or they draft someone. And who are they going to draft? I don't know.
Right. There are some good quarterbacks in this draft, but if you get an established player who's been in the league for a couple of years, you're already kind of, regardless of Manziel or RG3's talent level at this point, they've shown that they can at least be competent quarterbacks in the NFL. I say that with a big grain of salt, but. Yeah, I like the fact that you say that both of them are trying to go to the Cowboys, because I think that's ultimately the dream destination for them. However, I think in terms of offensive scheme fit, I'm really not sure how either of them fits in. I don't really know personally, but I know that maybe not so much Manziel, but RG3 might benefit from a scheme fit over in San Francisco with somebody like Chip Kelly.
I think they both would.
Yeah, definitely. They have a little bit, but just definitely RG3 has a little bit more of the prototypical size and arm strength advantage. And he's got better straight line speed. I don't know about now with the elusiveness. I know Johnny Manziel's a lot more elusive than RG3 is, especially after basically blowing out his knee multiple times in multiple seasons. And we know all about the injury history from RG3, and Manziel at this point is he's kind of a nutcase. He needs to go somewhere where he's going to have a core group of veterans that can kind of whip him into shape, so to speak, where somebody like RG3, he's got a little bit of a sense of entitlement about him, but
I feel like he's definitely come down to earth, though, being
anybody
not even
would,
just
yeah.
benched, but completely taken off the active roster
Right.
this past season. He wasn't even, he was like third string, I think, and they were on the practice squad. The Redskins were putting him as a defensive player. He was a corner for a while on their practice squad. So I think he's definitely come crashing down to earth.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he has that same like elitist sort
right.
of.
That'll knock any man down
yeah.
to earth when you start, delegating him to different tasks and stuff. And besides being a quarterback, I think that'll make anybody turn humble. Now it's all about, is his psyche still intact? Where he can be an effective quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think either one of them would be a good backup for the Cowboys, and I do think the Cowboys have that veteran leadership with guys like Witten and Romo, and on the defensive side, Sean Lee, definitely guys like that who are able to kind of keep them together and say, hey, stay here, look out there. Because if you look at somebody like Des Bryant, when he first came into the league, he was kind of a question mark in terms of character, and I mean, he's really been, a good guy for most of his NFL career. So, and now even he could probably be one of those guys that could take a Johnny Manziel under his wing.
I especially feel like Johnny Manziel would listen to someone like Dez.
Mm-hmm.
Also a Texas boy who ran into some trouble, and the Cowboys were never, even to last summer, were never certain if they were actually going to sign him because they didn't know if they could trust him. And now he's kind of turned into someone that they can trust, but he still has held on to some of his personality because that's what makes him a good player.
Yeah, he's a vocal leader.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what Manziel should try to strive to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'd be interesting, and I don't know, this would be very weird if this happened, but maybe you would see RG3 going to the Browns because they they have nobody out there that is quarterback right now. If they're releasing Johnny and they have Josh McCown, I mean, that's it. That's all they have.
Right.
And they have someone else. I can't remember his name.
Austin Davis.
Austin Davis.
Yeah.
So they don't really have anybody out there that would be your franchise quarterback. So,
no.
I mean, I don't think that RG3 is a fit there. I don't think that he works there. But the Browns have this horrible kind of pattern that they follow where they take guys in and then they murder them and then they're nobodies after that. So I could see them trying to do that just to create a spark.
Right. The Browns are like a black hole.
Yeah.
I mean, talent gets sucked in and it doesn't go back out. So really, I mean, if you're wishing well on either one of these two guys, be it Manziel, be it RG3, you're not going to say, hey, I'd love to see them go to the Browns, although I do see what you're saying. Like, it would be a decent fit for somebody like RG3, but I definitely would not.
There's no fit for the Browns because it's their management is so messed up, how they manage teams and how their coaching system's messed up. So it's just a doomed thing from the beginning.
It's a top-down thing.
When I saw that, because I was a big Johnny fan in the draft, I rooted for him all through college. He never bothered me through college. He bothered a lot of people, but through college he did not bother me.
Right.
When he got drafted by the Browns in the first round of that draft, I just automatically knew that he was not going to stay there. I was like, this will go on for like 2 years and he'll get released. That's just their pattern, and I knew it was going to happen. He was never going to be successful with the Browns, and I think he knew it, and it was like a psychological pitfall. Just like a tornado, like a terrible tornado of a million different things happening, and it was the perfect storm to what we're seeing now. So but they're going to be two majorly talked about players of where they're going to go. Johnny Manziel, because right now nobody knows mentally if he's okay.
Yeah.
They know the talent is there somewhere, but are you willing to take that risk? With RG3, is he mentally okay too? Like, is he gonna be the same player after 2 terrible injuries?
And is he physically okay?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like he might be physically okay, but there's always that mental side. Like, can I make this run?
Yeah.
Can I make this throw?
It's the Sam Bradford effect.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tore both of his ACLs. Now, if anybody gets anywhere near his knees, he shells up, and that's not a detriment to him. That's just something that happens when you have 2 knee surgeries. And so, I mean, I'll be honest with you. We have no idea where either of these guys are going, but at the same time, I think that look out for Dallas, look out for San Francisco. Maybe throw a wild card in there, like you said. The Browns maybe would be looking for somebody like RG3. Although fingers crossed for that young man that he does not end up in Cleveland. And we have another phone call.
This
All
is
right.
nice.
Yeah, got a nice little flow going here. Hello, you're on with 2 Nights in the Afternoon. What do you got for us? All right. Ah, yes. Good afternoon.
Hi, Shifty Laszlo.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Yeah.
Happy baby duck.
Well, all right. How'd you do?
Very nice, Ruffy baby.
Hmm.
Yes,
Oh, do tell.
That's typical of Bubba.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. How'd that go? Well, that's good.
I'm gonna look up if this actually happened.
Oh, great, great. And it has it helped his golf game at all? Would you say? Mm. Well, that's great to hear.
Yes. Well, do you know the chant?
Wow. Well, that's excellent. That's good to hear.
Well,
Whoa.
yeah, that's good. I'm in a kind of a betting bracket, and I was debating if I should even use him in the Masters because he's just so unpredictable.
I like
Yes.
it. You heard it here first.
I did.
Bubba wins the Masters.
Don't believe in positive energy, but.
Yep. All right, take care, buddy.
That sounded very fake. He does not actually love you.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm trying to figure out if this is true because I don't know why one of our listeners would just make this up.
No.
There has to be some truth to this story.
Rough Tuffman, he's
up
credible. He's credible.
He's up on his golf knowledge, that's for sure. From what I can tell, Bubba Watson just passed a kidney stone.
Yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations on your passing
That's
of a kidney stone.
amazingly painful.
That's all I'm hearing. Oh yes, I know. My dad had a kidney stone on a flight from Florida to Texas, and we didn't know it was a kidney stone. And just like behind me, all I hear is just like horrible moaning and groaning, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I've never had one. Hopefully, I will never have one. So, we're drinking lots of water to flush out the system.
Don't play tennis and drink Fanta, because that's how my dad got a kidney stone.
I would never do that.
I know. I did it too, because he didn't bring water out to the tennis courts. He brought like Fanta and Coke on one of our beach trips, and so I'm lucky that I didn't get a kidney stone.
Yeah, one time I was playing basketball and this kid's mom brought Mountain Dew.
Oh,
and I was like, I don't really.
You really question parents who do that.
Yeah. No, we're not going to do that right now. But I totally lost where we were. A lot of interesting callers today, but I realize also that we do not have an answer to either trivia question, so I'm going to throw them out there again, see if anybody has any read on either of these answers. So, Babe Ruth played for the Red Sox before playing with the Yankees. What team did he play with before the Red Sox? And which team incited the now infamous disco demolition of 1979, as Erica does some stretching?
I'm trying to get my positive energy through yoga.
I got cool socks on. If you guys can see that. I got stripes on one side, stars on another. You like that? But yeah, okay. So what we were talking about before that was
baseball. Back to
baseball. Pitchers and catchers are reporting. That means spring training is right around the corner. It's a very exciting time in our lives. The Cubs apparently are favored. I can't remember the odds. I think it was like 5-1 to win the World Series. So I guess my question to you and everybody else out there, if they want to weigh in, who you got this year?
Oh, geez, I haven't even thought about it.
Haven't thought about it?
I have not thought about it, but obviously you have the Cubs, who came so close last year. Mm-hmm. So they have like a taste of victory a little bit. They tasted it after like a bazillion-year drought. So I think that they're probably a good bet. But I hate going with that because it's.
You don't like the favorite. I don't
like that. You always have Kansas City,
yep,
who is still really good. You saw the Blue Jays, who are also really good. I think my Rangers are going to be good this year.
Yes, they have a great rotation coming back.
They have all their pitching, all their good pitchers back. Their injuries are pretty clear. Mm-hmm. But obviously, I hesitate to pick them. They broke my heart last time, back in like 2011. I guess give me a few seconds because I'm going to be deciding between those teams.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, we have some answers to the trivia question. Cashier Engineer says Ruth played for Atlanta, not the Braves. That is incorrect. And Cashier Engineer also said Cincinnati Reds for Disco Sucks, Alex. I think that's my dad.
No.
I think he's quoting a
I love it.
He's quoting a Beastie Boys song. And I'm gonna say no to both of those. You're on the right track with Cincinnati, similar part of the United States. Ganny says go Cubs, so I guess that's who she's rolling with. She's rolling with the favorite.
Not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all. Me personally, I am gonna have to go a little bit off the beaten path here. For the AL, I am taking the Toronto Blue Jays, who came so close last year. So close. But ended up losing to the eventual champion Kansas City Royals in the ALCS. I think this year they're going to get it done. Their bats are unbelievable. Joey Batista, Edwin Encarnacion, you have Donaldson, just a great staff all around, good relief pitching. I think that they're one of the most complete teams in the AL. I think they get it done this year in the AL. And then on the NL, I kind of waffled between who I think is going to be the best team in the NL and who I think is going to win it based on the calendar year that we're in right now. So I guess I'll tell you that if I were feeling superstitious right now, I would go with the San Francisco Giants, because we are in a year that ends in an even number, and everybody knows that if the year ends in an even number, 2010, 2012, 2014, that the San Francisco Giants are basically a shoo-in to not only make the playoffs, but win it all. And if it's an odd year, you might as well just not even rely on them making the playoffs. So even year, San Francisco Giants. If you're a betting man and you're superstitious, I would go with the San Francisco Giants. However, I'm not going to do that. I am going to pick who I think is the most complete team, at least on the defensive/pitching side of the diamond here, and I'm going with the New York Mets. As much as it absolutely pains me to say that as a Miami Marlins fan, I think the New York Mets have maybe definitely the best staff in the NL, if not the best pitching staff in all of baseball. You look at that 1-2-3 of Harvey, Syndergaard, and DeGrom. Thank you. all three of those guys could be aces anywhere else, but they're sharing the spotlight with each other. Great relief pitching there, and I believe Cespedes re-signed with them. Did he not?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so that's huge bat right there. Lucas Duda. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And if David Wright can get back to 100%, they're going to have some pretty lethal weapons in that batting lineup. Obviously, the rotation is great. So I am going the Mets and the Blue Jays, who both just narrowly missed out on making the World Series last year. And I'm saying the Blue Jays will win it in 6. So I'm saying Blue Jays beat the New York Mets 4-2 in this year's World Series. Write it down, record it, do whatever you got to do. That's my pick. Have you gotten your pick yet?
Well, I didn't know we were doing both here. I do have an interesting choice for my AL team.
Okay.
I think that the Red Sox might.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm going
Deep pockets.
I'm going with a very, very interesting choice. They just got David Price.
Yes, they did.
So, I don't know. I'm kind of going on a limb here. I do like the Red Sox. I'm a fan of them. A lot of people aren't. Mm-hmm. But I do like them, so I would... They have a good team, and never count them out because they're the Red Sox. As far as the NL, I'm between a lot of teams right now.
Yeah, the NL's kind of scattered in terms of good teams. The Dodgers are going to be a good team, but they did lose one of their two-headed monsters in Zach Greinke. He ended up going to Arizona. Arizona also a team to watch out for with guys like Goldschmidt? Paul Goldschmidt, thank you. And obviously the aforementioned Zach Greinke. So we got a couple names over there that are big time. Don't count out my Miami Marlins guys. Wah, wah.
Yeah, the Cubs could definitely do it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put the Cubs in there as well.
Yeah, the Cubs.
I'm gonna do it because I think what I said earlier about them getting a taste of it, I think that comes into play.
Yep.
You know, I think just like how the Panthers got a taste of it, and they're gonna come back better next year.
Right, exactly.
I do believe that. So I think it's gonna be the Red Sox versus the Cubs. What a classic battle that would be.
That would be.
That would be such a classic thing. I know that's kind of a crazy, I don't know.
Scenario?
That is a crazy scenario, but once again, if I'm right, then I'm going to treat myself to a nice steak dinner from Shula's. But I have no money,
all right.
so
cool.
hopefully we get sponsored.
Yeah.
Hopefully I start making money by next year when I graduate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but in that scenario, I'm going to choose the Cubs. I'm saying the Cubs win the whole.
All right, Cubs, Red Sox, you're saying Cubs are going to win it. How many games are we looking at?
I'm gonna say. What do you say? I feel like the Cubs could do it fairly quickly. But I'm hesitant to say a complete wash.
All right, so
I'm between 5 and 6.
Gentlemen's sweep here, 5 games.
I'm.
Once you commit to, you cannot go back. It's like me with the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes. I'm between 5. I didn't think about this obviously prior to this
all right.
one second.
I told Fox that we were doing this particular topic about 5 minutes before we started. So
this will give me time to think.
This will give you. What a great way to stall. Did you set this one up? Hello, you're on with 2Knights. What do you got for us? Ah, the fan favorite.
No, we have not had anyone answer our little trivia questions.
No, we have not. Good. There you go. There you go. Excellent. All right, so you got that one, right? You want to go 2 for 2? Yes. There you go, of 1979.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I remember.
Good choice.
Oh, I hope you're right, Galen.
You Darvish?
You Darvish. Oh, sorry. Sorry, we're on different pages. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse you. No, I know.
Yeah, we had some trouble coming up with some topics today.
It's been rough. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we're fans of that over here. Oh yeah, the old ham hounds. Yeah. Yeah. Your dog? Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point. Mhm. Oh yeah. Yeah. That would be excellent. I would watch that. Would you watch that?
I would watch
Yeah,
that.
we would watch that.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Photo finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's unfathomable.
Wah,
Aww.
wah.
Oh. Oof. Yeah. I'm sure the missus loved that.
Off the mange?
Oh yeah, that would be something else.
Oh, thank you, Galen.
All right, we appreciate
Get
it.
better with your mange.
All right, always good to hear from
Yes.
Galen. Good man. He's a fan favorite. My parents are especially big fans of
Oddly
Mr.
enough,
Galen
I think I watched something with Galen about the disco thing.
Oh, the disco demolition?
Yes, me and Galen watched something about that together one time. So, yeah, I expected him to know both of those.
Mr. Two Bits commented and said, lol about Spurrier, the Coonhound, and UGA. So it's good to see that somebody of such advanced years as Mr. Two Bits still knows how to use a computer. But, yeah.
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 Also, I don't know if Galen really knows like what a dog show is, like what kind of people go to a dog show.
Yeah.
Like I just.
It might be a bit too.
I don't know if they let mangy people.
Highbrow for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he hates when people highbrow. He hates it. He hates it. He hates it. Nothing fancy. He hates anybody who tries to talk about how fancy they are, and so I don't think he'd get along well at. What's wrong?
I'm looking fancy right now.
I know. I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh boy.
I think he'd be much more in tune with my leggings, tennis shoes, and Parks and Rec tee.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
And my mangy nose.
You might have gotten a bit of a mange.
I think I have.
Yeah.
I think I have the mange.
Got the mange. Got the mange. Yeah, we're just about out of time. We ran out of topics. We didn't have a lot today, but we covered a lot. I guess.
4 minutes.
We still have 4 minutes, but
in real radio, they would never let us cut off right now. We would be fired.
Actually, the most of the shows on ESPN
they have commercials.
They end at 55. Well, yeah, but
we don't have commercials.
You gotta pretend that we have commercials.
If Canale's listening, we're in trouble.
You're right.
I saw him today. He burst through the door on me again.
Really?
While I was doing my CG stuff.
Nice.
Yes.
That man has a knack. So we had a couple of topics that we wanted to talk about. They're a little long-winded, so we might shelf those. I guess next week we'll talk about whether or not Barry Bonds, who is the Miami Marlins hitting coach, he's been in the news a little bit lately about whether or not he should be allowed in the Hall of Fame. Ken Griffey Jr. said himself that Barry Bonds belongs in the Hall of Fame, and Ken Griffey Jr. just so happens to be my favorite baseball player of all time. So I may or may not be siding with the kid, but yeah.
Disagree.
Well, I'm not saying I do agree with him. I'm just saying that you have to tune in next week to find out. If you could please stop doing that with your hands, that would be just excellent.
There's a line between us right now.
There's also a delay on that, which is very
distracting.
Yeah, look, see.
Look. That is exactly online.
Oh, there was a delay earlier.
And that's because my computer is a piece of poop and also belongs in the dumpster with me.
We just lost 3 viewers, by the way, so we're sorry. We'll try and make that better. Also, Evan Mathis, who is a lineman for the Denver Broncos, said that this Denver team that he played for recently would have eaten Chip Kelly alive. A little bit of context, Evan Mathis is a former offensive lineman for the Eagles when Chip Kelly was there. So I guess we'll talk a little bit about that. Once again, Galen Old Gator won another t-shirt this week for answering the 2 trivia questions correctly. I'm sorry, guys. You're just going to have to be a little bit quicker on the trigger. I hate to encourage cheating like Barry Bonds, but you guys do know that you can use Google to look these things up, right? If push comes to shove and you need a free t-shirt, Google is readily available on your phone. So, with that being
we
said,
use it a
we use it a
lot
lot.
On the show.
I think Fox got her entire baseball take right there.
Yeah,
from
I had
Google.
no idea we were talking about this.
Yeah.
So.
No, that
Sorry you had to watch me be on my phone during
That's on
work.
me. That's on me.
No, that's on me because I took a nap before this.
Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, so.
Anyways,
Um,
now
it's
is an
been-
appropriate time too.
no, yeah, I was getting there.
This
I
is
was wrapping
appropriate.
up. It was really good talking to you guys again. We appreciate the listeners. We appreciate the viewers. If you happen to miss the radio show, we will post the recording of the show later today on Facebook. Our sound engineer Kurt will do that for us. And we will also be able to post the live stream.
It will be on Ustream. It will be on our channel for 30 days, and we'll try to get it on YouTube as well. But as of last week, that was almost impossible. So check it up on Ustream. It'll definitely be there.
Yeah, one of our listeners, Rob, just texted in. Wait a minute, you allow us to use Google? Of course. Just don't tell us that you used Google. So, I use Google to find the trivia questions. So why not let you guys use Google to find the trivia question answers? We have like a box of these T-shirts that we're just giving away. So we really need you guys to really step your game up. And Galen Old Gator has about half of them right now. So
But he's been taking all our extra larges, so we actually have a ton of every other normal size.
Yeah, if you're a medium, go for it.
Extra larges, I should say.
Okay, so that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for listening.
And watching.
You can listen and watch later if you happen to miss the show. Take it away, Fox's iPod.